Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of NuStrength Sugar Babes. And today we have the lovely Lisa, and she's from New South Wales. She's an osteopath. She has her own business, her own practice. She has 2 kids, but they're grown up now. Well, not fully grown up, but they're quite grown up. 18 and 21, hey?
Yeah,
20,
18 and 20.
20.
Yeah.
So she's extremely busy, and I was just saying to her that she's done so well, because I actually remember the email that you sent me, because you're a real science person, like obviously intelligent, and you like Bo's one of the coaches in our program, and you just need to understand the science behind everything. Obviously you're intelligent, you've studied, you're an osteopath, and you were just like to me, I just can't show me the science, Kitty, show me the science. Like, I've been doing all the green vegetables, I've been doing everything that basically we recommend not to do. But I think instinctively you knew that it's not working. Like, I'm doing all 100%. The stuff that the industry says that I should be doing, but I'm bloated. But I'll let you talk about all of that. But yeah, you've been amazing. Like, you've come in and you've done everything. You've followed the nutrition 100%. You've tracked, you've measured, you've trained, you've pushed through the mental barriers of, like we talked about before, oh God, what have I been doing for the last 4 years? And look at you now. Like the other day you deadlifted 100 kilos and you're only like 57 kilos. You've fixed your digestive issues. You've pretty much been the perfect client, I have to say. You've really been amazing. Thank you very, very much. It makes our job so easy. But anyway, I'll stop crapping on now. And if you could just tell the viewers why you joined the program, like what were the issues that you were having and how are they affecting your life?
Okay, I joined the program because digestion was my number one. I'm a health practitioner, and to be honest, I felt a bit inauthentic in that I, was suggesting to my patients and friends, the whole green vegetables, not so much raw food, but green smoothies and, dairy-free, blah, 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 all the things that mainstream health and fitness suggests that we do. And to be honest, it wasn't working for me. And a few ducks lined up. I was seeing an acupuncturist. So I had what I call recalcitrant constipation, meaning that sometimes I would go a week without going to the toilet. I was bloated. I felt sick at times. And here I am trying to be a health professional. So again, I just felt inauthentic. And the month before I found you, Kitty, was I actually was in hospital with a bowel obstruction. And that was because I just started a detox. So lots of, green veggies, green smoothies. And look, that was a stepping stone, because it did introduce me again to fruits again. So I'm very grateful for that. Every experience I've had, I'm grateful for. So I was a bit more open to having fruit. But I guess I just was lying in hospital going, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And then my acupuncturist said to me, he was giving me Chinese medicine. He said, I really want you to have dairy. And I looked at him like, you can't be serious. I haven't had dairy for 30 years. I'm allergic to it. And he said, are you really? And I went, oh, I think so. He goes, how would you know? So make a long story short, what I knew was that I really, as an osteopath, that one of our philosophies is the body is self-healing and self-regulating. And I thought, why is my body not doing that? Considering that that's my number one philosophy in life. Why is my... And I thought, well, it must be food. So anyway, then I saw I signed up to your Monday night or Tuesday night introductory video, I guess it was. Was that what you do on a Monday night, or you just introduced the
webinar? The training.
So I just sat there and I thought, I'm just going to be open to listen to what she had to say. And I thought, she's a bit crazy, like, sugar, are you serious? And I was in that mindset. But then I had a call with Sarah, and then I had a call with Craig, and he explained to me the science around it. And we have a bit of a joke, and I just said that to Kitty off air, and that I joke saying I have a nutrient-dense, high disaccharide diet. And people just smile at me. Yes, I have no idea what she's saying, but yes. So that's essentially what I'm eating is a nutrient-dense. I'm having my oysters, my liver, and the carbohydrates I choose to eat that work really well for me are disaccharides. So Google that and have a look. But, I've introduced to fruit. Yes, I'm having OJ. I use sugar as a supplement, like table sugar as a supplement.
Yeah.
And my digestion, look, it took about, I guess, 3 or 4 weeks, and but just slowly through, I suppose, the process of measuring and data collecting. And that's what I think is fantastic about this program, is that we're really encouraged, yes, to weigh and measure our food. And at first I thought that's a little bit obsessive, but how do we know what works if we don't have the data? So, you know, I could look back over my food and go, what did I have? Because often with digestion problems, it's not necessarily what you had today, it's what you had yesterday or the day before. And I noticed a trend with what worked for me and what didn't work for me. But, you know, I diagnosed myself through about 4 years ago with a condition called small intestinal bowel overgrowth. And 65 to 85% of people with IBS have this condition. And my levels, because we test it through breath testing, was the highest that anyone had ever seen. Of course, that's, you know. So I've really come from a place of extremely poor digestion. And even when I started this program, I still was having a lot of trouble. But now, 13 weeks later, I can say that I am going to the bathroom sometimes 3 times a day. I mindfully chew my food. I love my food. I have lots of fruit. I have lactose-free yogurt and lactose-free milk. And I'm just starting to introduce A2 milk to see if I can tolerate that. And so far, so good. There are some things that I still can't have, like sourdough. I just can't have sourdough yet. And maybe I never will. But I'm okay with that because I'm having all this amazing food. I have fish. There's a lot of things that I have an amazing diet that I just love. And I get to eat 6 times a day. And the other thing that has been amazing is that I came from probably eating around 1,500 calories. And in the gym, nothing was changing. I was saying to you before that in 4 years when I did my strength test, my strength hadn't changed from 4 years ago to now. And I was going to the gym 3 times a week lifting stuff. I just felt like I was spinning my wheels. And my strength has improved quite quickly. And now I'm up to over 2,000 calories a day, and my measurements, my weight are all stabilising, in fact, going down. And I'm thinking, how much more food can I have before it starts going the wrong way? And my goal is very different to a lot of women. A lot of women's here for weight loss. I wasn't here necessarily for weight loss. I'm here really for health, my digestion. And I know that as I start building muscle, and also I was osteopenic, which means that I'm on that border. I'm only 47 of osteoporosis. So I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? And now I understand a few more science things like the phosphorus and calcium ratio. When I just read that, I went, oh my goodness. Anyway, so the science nerd in me has been completely converted. And I am just forever grateful for this program. So, you know, thank you. Thank you so much. So I've got to be careful that I don't become evangelical about it, because
it's so hard though, because you can see now like why I'm so passionate about it, because it literally frees you. And you know, like I don't know if you ever suffered from much binge eating or body image issues, but for me, like now I just feel so happy in myself and I enjoy food, and it doesn't rule me anymore. Like I actually enjoy it rather than thinking, oh God, food, you know, like that awful feeling. But probably for you with all the green vegetables and, you know, just thinking that you're doing the right thing.
Well, thinking that I'm doing the right thing. And even when I went to the hospital and had the bowel obstruction in end of May, the only mainstream medicine, all they had to offer me was, take some Metamucil. And I went, well, no, I know for a fact that Metamucil makes me worse because it's too much fibre. And fibre for someone with a digestive system like me is like razor blades through your digestive system. And I went to a conference just on the weekend about digestive health, and they were talking grains and all those kind of high fibre foods for people with digestive disorders is like razor blades. And, you know, if you've ever got digestive problems, that's what it feels like. You get pain, you get spasm, you blow up like you're 9 months pregnant, and then...
Well, that photo you sent me, it's incredible. Yeah. And I'll put it in here, but of just that is just, and that's like another lady, Melinda, that we had in the program, same as you. She had the same. And now
Amazing.
Flat stomach just from the change in the food. And it's like, but the whole industry tells you to eat grains, you know, eat the bloody
more fibre.
Yeah, it's just like...
And I think the thing that's most amazing for me is before I found the program, I actually said to my husband, I think that this is my lot in life. I think this is just...
I've just got to accept
the way I'm going to be, accept it. And now I feel like I've just got this belief that I'm healing and I will heal. And it's the first time that I can say, like, I feel a bit teary when I say it, actually. It's like I really now believe that I can have healthy digestion. And when you've got healthy digestion, you absorb nutrients. So that's why I'm getting stronger, because I'm actually absorbing nutrients. And someone said to me yesterday, we went for a walk with my husband and they bumped into me and they said, "Gee, you look well." And I was like, yes, I am. I am. So I have real belief, finally. So for women out there who have digestive problems, look, you know, 2 days on the program is not going to fix you. 2 weeks on the program probably won't fix you. But the thing that I've found, the coaches know what they're doing, and you just got to listen and track your food and observe and watch and like I've noticed with your nutrition suggestions with the program, it's often you just take things right back to basics and then ever so slowly add 1 or 2 things, one at a time. This is the science person in me.
The experiment. Too many variables.
How do you know what worked if you go, oh, was it this, was it that, was it something else? Just start with one thing at a time. And like I noticed, for example, grapes. I was having 150 grams of grapes a day and I still, and then I thought, maybe I'll just take the grapes out. It was the grapes.
Yeah.
You know, and some people can have grapes, some people can't. Rice for me at the moment, not so great. So
smells the same.
Took it out, put in just having potatoes, sweet potato, lots and lots of fruit. I'm on 250 grams of carbohydrate a day. This is a girl that came from like under 50.
It's crazy. And you're losing body fat. Like that's the thing. And training 3 days a week, it's just, it works. You've just got to be consistent. And the thing is though too, is like you say, oh, it won't change in 2 weeks, whatever. But how many years did you have these digestive issues? How many years was it?
47 years.
Okay.
I've had digestive issues my entire life.
Okay.
I had my appendix out when I was 9 because they couldn't find any other reason. My mum said she's never known me to not have a bloated, upset belly. And I even did a 4-week diet where I ate no food for 4 weeks, just had amino acids, glucose and MCT oil. Yeah. And I had a flat stomach then because I had no food in there.
But you can't live off that for the rest of your life. God, that'd be boring, wouldn't it?
But as soon as I started to introduce my broccoli and green leafy vegetables, it's crazy.
But you think 47 years and you like have seen the most incredible improvements in just 12 weeks. Like it actually is really quick. When you look at the time.
And that's the thing, that when you start doing what your body needs, it does respond quickly. It's just finding what it is. And like I said, I can't have sourdough. You know,
neither can Craig.
No,
neither can Craig. Yeah.
But maybe one day I can. But, my life still is amazing without sourdough.
Well, you can have potatoes, and I reckon potatoes are like the greatest thing ever. Like I could just live off potatoes and butter. And juice. They're like my two things. But you know what, though? I think that in another 12 months, you probably will be able to have a slice of sourdough. You just got to give your body a bit more time to heal. But it's I think just taking a poo every day is like the most amazing thing. Because do you just feel happier, like in general, like because your digestion's better?
Oh,
like
I just feel less toxic. I feel less toxic. I feel, I used to come out of the bathroom going, yes, and the kids would go, oh my God. They're the ones actually that feel ripped. They feel completely ripped off because they're 18 and 20 and they've grown up with the whole, old school. I mean, the mainstream fitness diet. Yeah. They're going, so Mum, are you telling us now that we can have OJ and I make the kiddies brownies? And then are you having midlife crisis? That's what they say. I'm having a midlife crisis.
Messaging me and I was like, oh, that's so funny. They must be like, oh, we love Kitty. We love this program. It's like the best program ever. We can eat normal food again. Thank fuck, no more green vegetables. But you know what? You've been consistent and you've got such exceptional results because you've been consistent. So, yeah, that's just, you know what? It still actually even amazes me at how quickly the body, once you do the right things, can recover and heal. And you're right. And imagine where you'll be in another 12 months' time. You'll be bloody deadlifting 120 kilos. You'll be like Deb. You'll be like Deb Jones deadlifting 100 kilos for 20 reps. Just amazing.
Well, I reckon by the time I'm 50, I'll be like...
You'll be the Deb Jones, I reckon.
You know, I'll be the Deb Jones.
You got grit.
She's my girl crush.
Oh, totally. She's my bloody girl crush too. I'm like, she amazes me. We've just got some incredible women in our program, I think, like real women that have got real grit, you know, that work. Like you seem like you're a worker. You know, like you're busy, you run your practice. Yeah, you're driven. You know, I'm actually not surprised.
But sometimes that can be the bad thing because you get stressed. And I understand now this program's taught me so much about stress. I mean, my body temperature when I started was 34.5 on awakening. Crazy. My pulse was 41 and I thought it was because I was fit. And now I understand metabolism. I'm like, man, oh man, I was cold. Sometimes I'm so warm, I think I'm having a hot flush, but it's just because I'm warm. My body temperature is warm now. I get up and it's, you know, it was 37.1 the other day. I thought, now 12 weeks ago, if my temperature was 37.1, I had a fever.
It's amazing.
That's how it's now, you know, shifted, and I feel so all these markers, subjective and objective markers, but markers for metabolism have improved and improved. You know, I don't need the 3 p.m. coffee, and if I do, I realise I haven't eaten enough food or I've missed a meal, which doesn't happen very often because I'm a bit fanatical with it now. But no, I'm like forever grateful. But you know, like I said, you've got to do it. You've got to do the program as prescribed.
Yeah.
So, you know, if women are saying, oh, this doesn't work, I think maybe often they need to look at, are they implementing it? Because often you don't realise you're not implementing it properly. And that's when reaching out for help, getting on the calls, like, you know, I've done strength conditioning training and I thought I knew how to lift, but I get on those calls, those Zoom calls. And sometimes I'm on those calls, I don't have anything to ask. I just get on because I want to learn something, because someone else has probably got a question that I haven't thought to ask. And I learned something new from someone else. So I guess for me it was just, okay, I've paid for this. I'm going to get my pound of flesh out of these coaches. This is what I felt like in the beginning. No, that wasn't me. It was just, no, I'm going to really
you should
give it a go.
Why wouldn't you do everything in the program? Why wouldn't you take – that's why they're there. So because we actually, believe it or not, want you to get a result. Yeah. Like I measure our success on the success of our clients. So it's like if there's women come in and not doing it, I'm just – yeah. But you've been awesome. We should tell everyone. Be like Lisa. Come and take advantage. Get on Jake. Annoy him. He loves to be annoyed, good old Jake.
Take advantage. Yeah, take advantage of it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying is like take advantage of what's available to us.
Totally.
Because the level of support and the level of instruction and the knowledge that us clients have available to us is amazing, like nothing I've ever seen before. So it's just, I guess, for me it was being a little bit humble and stepping back and going, you know what, Lisa, you don't know everything, clearly. And going, okay, I'm just going to just get rid of everything that I think I know and learn as much as I can. And I've been blown away with what I've learned. So I'm really excited. I feel that I will be able to help my patients eventually when I come out of the closet, that I'm a sugar eater.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And to finish off, because I know that you've got to go in like 8 minutes, we get some objections when women are wanting to join the program. So the main three are money. The first one is money. Should I invest this amount of money in myself? Do you feel like for the money that you've paid that you've gotten the value? Like, was it worth the investment?
Oh, 100%. And I will be an ongoing client for ongoing. You know, that's you've got me for
I hope
life,
so.
Kitty. Sorry. But
I hope so.
No, what I say is, you know, like for a lot of women, I understand money will be a big issue. What I say to them is what happens in 10 years' time when you're on diabetes medication, when you're on hypertension medication, when you're going to take metformin for, again, diabetes, when you had to have time off work because of all these health issues. Investing in this and learning. Think of it as a course that you go to and learn, because that's what it is. It's not just about losing a few kilos. What you learn is invaluable. So think of it as investment in your future. And I guess, have I got my money's worth? Oh, 100%. 100%. So look, I don't know what to say to that for some people, because that is a big roadblock. But I always believe where there's a will, there's a way. And if you put it out there that you need help with this, it will come. They'll find it somehow. Whether they give up the bottle of wine every night, or the cigarettes or the whatever.
Takeaway totally.
Takeaway. Oh my goodness, takeaway is so expensive. So think about where you can change, the things that you can give up to make space for this. Would be worth thinking about.
And now you can definitely comment on this. I don't have time, Kitty. I don't have time to do this program. You're very time poor.
I'm the most time poor person. That's what sometimes when the lives come up, I'm like, I've got 3 minutes between patients, Kitty.
Hurry up.
Hurry up.
Keep it succinct. Yeah.
Simple. So
I have to crap on, so sorry. Yeah.
Like I said to Mel, can you just go, Lisa, this is for you, 3 seconds. Getting to the bottom of what I'm trying to say. But what I would say is, in the beginning, there is time. You do need to put time into this, because you do need to learn. And so that can be a bit overwhelming. But in the end, it becomes second nature. I've just got my food prep days. Now it's down pat. I've just made time for it. Yes, I've got a busy practice. I've got 2 children, but they're young adults now. I've got a husband. I need. You just make time, I guess, if it's important to you, and it is important to me. Health is my number one, and being authentic in my health is my number one priority. And I really feel I am now being authentic. Yeah. So, time, make it, create some space, carve it out. Get rid of some stuff that you don't need to do. Get off Facebook, maybe. Yeah. Just set some time aside for when you need to do your food prep. Or I've got one of the girls, I think, can't think of her name, Clarissa. Is that her name? She sits on a Zoom call chopping up her veggies.
Such a good idea. Yeah.
So she's food prepping while she's learning. So there's a will, there's a way.
And finally, some women are worried about doing it online. So, it's interesting. You've trained with PTs for 4 years face-to-face, and then you've come and done our online program, and you've made more progression in the last, probably like me as well, I was the same. How, if a woman was worried about doing this program online, how have you found the support, the structure, the systems, the way that we deliver?
The system's amazing in that I've been very impressed with how the modules are all set up. And because I'm an osteopath, so I was really worried about people lifting online, because I treat people who get hurt. I treat people who do CrossFit and F45, and just I'm a real stickler for doing things right. But I'm also a massive advocate for strength, because your spine is holding your muscles are holding your spine up. So in that regard, the Zoom calls, the videoing. In the beginning, women might feel a bit weird. They go to the gym and they're videoing themselves. I go, well, my gym now, they just know. Lisa's over there doing her thing, videoing. And the amount of information I've got and what I've learned has been amazing. The coaches have been very, very knowledgeable, encouraging. I had a session with Jake, and he pushed me without yelling at me. It was like, come on, Lise, just breathe, take a breath, do this, do that. So if you're worried about online, I guess the amount is you need to show up to the calls. You need to make yourself available. And the structure is all there. The support is all there. I mean, I think the first time I private messaged you, I said, hello, Kitty. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to actually reach out to you as, the head honcho. And you're like, what? Of course, so, it's just asking for help. and having, I guess, the humility to ask for help. And it's all there. So that's the one thing. The support has been amazing. No worries about online is all I can say. Even me saying that is for safety. People that lift weights without having someone right there. I've been to gyms where I've seen people lifting and the personal trainers stand there like off with the fairies, and I feel like going, I'll just give you my business card, because if you keep doing it like that, you're about to blow a disc. So come and see me when, I've seen that. So just because you don't have someone standing there right with you, it's almost like you have, because you got that video. And even I look at my videos and go, oh, I can even see that's wrong. So I'll look at videoing. It's been very beneficial to see what is right and what is wrong. We learn so much. And I think some of the women would say that. I've seen on the Zoom calls, they go, oh, I know that I was doing that wrong. So, we're learning. We're all learning. And we are, as you say, Kitty, becoming masters of the craft.
Totally. And I'm still doing it. And I've been doing it for like 4 years properly now. But it's just so exciting and fun. And I just love it. It's just, I'll be lifting, well, probably like you, and we'll be 80 grannies lifting. We'll be like Deb.
I might win something by the time I'm 80. I might go to a
the Super Masters. And finally, Lisa, if a woman was skeptical and sitting on the fence, what would you say to her?
Oh, look, I'd just say I was the biggest skeptic, because of my background. But now I would just say, look, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Yeah.
So from a skeptic, I'd say, and now a convert, just trust the process and believe. That's you said at one of the questions was, what would you say to the Lisa who started it? I would say just believe. That's easy for me to say now at the other end of it, but trust the process, show up every day, follow the program as prescribed, and you will get results.
Oh, awesome. I'll let you go. We've just made it 2:45, so you can go to the graduation. I really appreciate you taking time, because I know how busy you are, and I will see you in the program.
Yes, great.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Kitty.
All right, bye.
Okay. Bye.